Hi everyone, good afternoon. I hope you are all doing well and I hope you can hear me clearly. It's so good to be here today. Happy New Year, everyone. So, I'm just taking this moment to welcome everybody again. It's a new year and I'm super, super excited to be here. Just want to be sure that the live is working and everyone can hear me. If you can see me, please drop a comment in the comment section, so that um we can get going. I'm super, super excited, like guys. So welcome again. And if this is your first time tuning in, my name is Timisan Ojabo and I'm the founder of the Isaac Works Academy, 365 days academy that teaches you how to work incredibly well on your job. And so today, we will be talking about something very important that I'd like us to, go into. And I'm sure you guys can see the flyer by the side. Don't worry, we'll get to the flyer. But before then, I want to talk about why most people never transform their careers and how you can be different. So, I understand that, a lot of us, we had goals, this is still, we're still in January. So we all have goals, all the things we want to do. We have all the plans. We have, we've put very, very ambiguous goals that are the things that we have set and said, look, I'm going to achieve all of these things before the year comes to an end. Some of us have even set 4 year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years goals. And, you are super, super excited. You have all these dreams and all these plans. And I really appreciate that we take our time to create these kinds of goals, because without a goal, I mean, what are we really doing? It seems like we're just, trying our best, right? So today, I want to help you achieve your goal. I want to help you achieve your goal. I want to help you get all the things you say you want to get. I want to help you. I don't know, something's wrong with the live stream. Be right back. Just um, it's not stopping. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I think it's back now. Okay, sorry. I just had a little bit of network, but we'll just continue. Yeah, these are the things we see when we are building things. So again, so we all have all of these things that we've planned, we've written it out. Some of us attended vision boarding sessions. Some of us attended all kinds of transformational sessions in December. So we've written out all these things, but we do not have a set plan on how to achieve these things. And that is what I want to talk to us about. And I'll start off by talking about the transformation paradox. There's something researchers call the intention action gap. A psychologist, Peter Goldwitzer, who has done groundbreaking work on the goal of achievement, found that 70% of people who set goals never achieve them. So you see those brilliant things we have written, all the things we have said that we are going to do, all the work we have said we're going to achieve, that we haven't done. A lot of us achieve those things. We've written those things out. And not because we are lazy, that's what the reason why we don't achieve them. Neither is it because we are not smart enough. But it's because how will I say this? There's there's a gap between what we want and doing what it takes to get there. So yes, I want a promotion this year. Yes, you want to crush your KPI goals. Yes, you want to hit all the right numbers. You want to make sure that, you know, everything you have put on your career goal this year works out. But what is the, besides dreaming it and writing it out, what other alternative do you have? What other structure and process have you put in place to ensure that this transformation that you seek actually happens? What form of accountability have you put in place? Did you create a WhatsApp group with your friends and say all of you will hold yourself accountable? And this is the fourth time that you guys have created that group. You guys are starting afresh and you have not made um any changes. I get a lot of DMs. I get a lot of messages. People say, Temisa, I want to change my career this year. This year I want to blow. This year I want to be confident at work. I want to be the person, the go-to person at work. I want my boss to see me and value me, you know, and see that the work that I do is great. I want to be recommended for all these things. They say all these things. And then I ask them a quick question. So how do you want to do it? They say, I this I don't know. I'll just try every day like I tried last year. If we continue to do the same thing year upon year and we expect a change, does that show that we are serious? Even though you have all these goals and you really mean them, right? What processes have you set in place to say, look, in 6 months' time, right? I will not be in the same place. I will not be frustrated. I will not be following same patterns and then say it's village people. Because village people will not do you anything. Village people are on their own. There's something the Bible says. It says, who wants to build a tower and does not first consider the cost? There's the cost to build that greatness that you seek. There's a cost to building the tower that you seek. You know, there's a reason why Jesus talked about counting that cost before building the tower in Luke 14. He wasn't joking. He wasn't playing. He just said, just build the tower. No, he knew that starting is easy. He knew that to put the goal is very, very easy. That's the easiest part. But finishing it is where we really get tested. He said, suppose one of you want to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? For if you lay the foundation and you're not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you, saying, this person began to build but wasn't able to finish. Now, Jesus wasn't talking about, just like you want to build a 15-story tower or a 30-story tower. That was not just the only thing he was talking about. He was talking about anything you choose to commit to. Wherever you have said you want to transform, any promise you have made to yourself, to God, you have to be asking yourself, how do you prepare to make sure that you meet that thing that you have decided to do? And I've been thinking a lot because I'm in the HR professional space, right? And a lot of times we see young people, older people, mid-level, all levels, they're always looking for that something extra. And I started to think about it. Why don't I launch a career transformation program? Right? Because here's the truth. If you hear what I say, right, and you feel uncomfortable, it's absolutely okay. If you don't feel uncomfortable, ask yourself a question. Why don't I feel like I need to improve on my career? Your career isn't just stuck because you lack potentials, you don't have access to the right people. It is stuck because there are no systems that are helping you to be all the things that you say you want to be in 2026. Let me say this again to the people in the back and to you that just turned your phone away. You don't have a lack of talent. You lack what is called a system problem. You have what's called a system problem. There's a beautiful concept that James Clear, in his incredible book, The Atomic Habits, he talks about. He said that aggregation of marginal gains, and I like to use the Legos for this example. The idea that if you improve by just 1% every day, you'll be 37 times better by the end of this year. Let's just say you are the laziest person in this cohort when you join, and all you do is just listen and follow the instructions. Let's say you don't read the book, the things that we're going to tell you to read. Let's say you don't even, let's just say you're the laziest person in the group. And every day you choose to implement everything we teach you, or every week you choose to implement one thing we teach you. Do you realize that you would have improved by 1% every day? Not just by making a dramatic change, oh. It is by showing up, it is by showing up consistently day after day, just so that things can get better for you in your career. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I want to gently push back on something. Some people will say, Teresa, I've worked, I have been consistent, I have tried, I've done my best because what I've done, both in I've sought out coaches. Yeah, I understand. Try again one more time. Try again one more time. Not just now, don't just try alone, but merge it with a solid system. That's the opportunity I'm giving to you today. Think about it. How many times have you said, this is your year? Your pastor prayed the beginning of the year. You have screamed amen, all your veins are bulging. But now you are back at the same pattern. Today is the 26th. You have stopped drinking water. You do not have a plant. All the things you said you're going to do, you didn't do it. Your skincare routine that you said you're going to upgrade, you have not yet done it. You said you were going to read a book this month. You stopped at chapter 1. You have not still progressed. How many times have you that course you said you were going to finish this year? You opened the tab is still open on your laptop. You haven't finished it. Why? You don't have a system that is holding you accountable where you will come and engage in transformative learning, right? And then you now see the gaps, and then the community holds you accountable to finish all the things that you say you want to start. Think about it. Just really think about this. So here's what I've learned from studying adult transformation learning. Intention without the infrastructure will always fail. You have you can have all the motivation in the world, but if you don't have accountability, people who will check on you when you fall off, if you don't have community, people walking the same path who understand your struggles, structure a clear roadmap so that you're not making up things as you go, because we know that life happens. Do you have a feedback loop system to measure your progress so that you know where you are actually moving towards? If you don't have these things I just listed, then you're setting yourself up for the same cycle of starting and stopping. And then by August, you start beating yourself up. And then by December, you'll be thinking about a lot of things. I explored a concept called the andragogy, the theory of adult learning. It was developed by Malcolm Knowles. And one of the key principles in this is adults learn best when they're part of a structured, supportive learning community. This is research proven. This is not wishy washy. A community where they can immediately apply what they are learning. That's the best way adults grow. So that's not just theory, because it's backed up by decades of research. And that's why we have cohorts that allows you to complete your courses at a rate that is peer-to-peer influenced. Now, let me bring us back to something, because this isn't just about our career success alone. It's also about stewarding the opportunities that God has brought towards us. You know, God did not call us to mediocrity. A lot of us, the jobs we have right now, we once prayed, cried, fasted, sowed seed. You did all kinds of things to get that job, to get that promotion. And now you have it. You are wondering, what am I supposed to do at this point? So, God did not call you to people God did not call me and you to start things and then fade out in the middle. He called us to be faithful, to finish our race, to be good stewards of everything He has given us, every opportunity, including our careers, our gifts, our talents, and our opportunities. In I want to bring one story. In Matthew 25, you guys remember the parable of the talents? The master that you remember the story, that master that doesn't praise the servants who had the most, but he praised the one that was more faithful. You remember that story? Then the one that buried his talents and did nothing with it, remember the consequences that that one faced? So I ask you tonight, what are you bearing? What has God given to you? What skills, what talents have God given to you that you have now buried, that you are now sleeping on, that you don't see the value in it because there's no one speaking to it in your life? What gifts, what calling, what potential has God placed inside of you that you keep, you say, I'm talented, but you never develop it. You never go. It's just there. You just know that I have this talent, but it's sleeping. Your company cannot benefit from it. The people in your team cannot benefit from you. Your employer cannot benefit from it. Even you, you're not benefiting from it. Why? Because what I know in my decades of research, in my understanding of the Word of God, is that there's a gap between where you are and where God is calling you. And it is not just your talents that will get to where God is calling you. It's also consistency and faithfulness over a long period of time. I want to talk to us now about something that's called the neuroscience of transformation. I hope you guys are tracking and you're listening and you're getting everything that I'm talking about. So, for the neuroscience of transformation, now, this is the geek. This is the geek in me. Okay, the audio is great. I was just checking the audio just to be sure that the audio is great. So, the geek in me now is here. So, just bear with me. But this is fascinating. There's a concept in neuroscience called neuroplasticity. And I know a lot of us would have stumbled across it on social media because there are different psychologists that talk about it a lot, where your brain has the ability to recognize itself by performing new neural connections throughout your life. For years, scientists, right, that are after they thought that after a certain age, you basically are stuck with the brain that you have. Like for years, that has just been the assumption. But now, with the new research that continues to come out, we now know that that's not true. Our brain can change. You can literally rewire your thinking patterns, your habits, your automatic responses, your coping mechanisms with stress. And here's the catch: the neuroplasticity requires repetition. There's a famous neuroscientist, Dr. Wendy Suzuki of at NYU. He explained that for every new neural pathway in your brain to become permanent, they need to be activated repeatedly over time, ideally 60 to 90 days. So you remember those 21 days stories that you build a habit? Don't worry, it's not 21 days. It's actually 60 to 90 days because people have done 21 days and fallen short. So they had to do more research to be able to understand. So now it is 60 to 90 days. That's why when you go for a program, you say you're going for a course and then they teach you for 1 day, it will not work. It's not because the course and the process and the plan is not great, it's because it will wear off. You need to be consistently hearing the same things that aligns with your goals over a long period of time. That's why motivational speeches wear off. You are bumped the first 1 week and then you're done. So why don't you think about this and ask yourself, you can have an amazing breakthrough in the next 12 months, in the next 10 months, in the next 11 months. Real transformation, and it will be a process. And that process will require repetition and the right environment. Why this long amount of days? Because some people are like, it's so long. Wait. Do you work and take 6 months break? You work almost every day of your life. Every single day. Even weekends. I know people that work Monday to Sunday. They are working. So if you're working Monday to Sunday, why don't you have a process that helps you to stay transformed in these 365 days of your life that you'll be working? Even some of us, when we rest, we take our side hustles, our plenty side businesses that we do, and we keep working. So, from my own journey and from my research and from the working with hundreds of people, right, what I have found that for sustainable transformation for you, you need a whole year. A year to build new habits, to see them stick, a year to face challenges and learn how to overcome them, a year to practice new skills until they become second nature, a year to be held accountable when that motivation that you have fades, a year to be part of a community that's committed to finishing together. So, join me over the next 7 days, 7 to 8 days, as I'm going to be coming live daily to come and speak to us, not just surface level tips, but this deep research backed and biblically grounded wisdom that can you can actually use. Right? Tomorrow we'll be talking about KPI reviews because a lot of us now, those that did well at their KPI reviews, they're already making setting goals for the new year. Those that didn't do so well, they are probably in a performance improvement plan or been given queries. Some have been told to leave the organization, right, with a notice, and some people are about to leave their jobs now because performance was poor last year. So whether yours was good or bad, it's okay, right? What we need to talk about now is you need to do something next. Some of us, this is the season where we are being paid our salaries. That money you want to use to buy wig, no offense, wigs are great. I'm wearing one nice one on my head. So wigs are beautiful, but that's your beautiful mind. Why don't you invest in it this year? That shoe, that bag, that game you want to buy, that thing you want to invest in. Why don't you invest in your career this year? Why don't you do that? Join the 365 days career transformation program that starts February 1st, or you choose to stay exactly where you are. Now, I want to be clear. This program, right, is for people that are not looking for sharp, sharp, quick fixes. Some of us, we like the microwave system where you just throw the thing in, 20 minutes is done, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, you're done, you have what you need and you're gone. This is not, that's not what we're doing here. No, 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 no. It's a gradual process. It's not for people that are not willing to do the work. If you're not ready to do the work, don't worry. Just don't worry. Don't worry about it. Because there's going to be a lot of work to do because you want to change your mind. You want to change the way you work. You want to improve skills. This is for people who are serious about finishing what they start, about being excellent, about honoring God with the work that you have. So, the program is 60,000 naira for the entire year. If you divide it, that's 164 naira a day. That's less than your lunch money. You cannot even, the most that money can buy is two pure water and maybe one candy. But more importantly, I need you to remember something, that you're going to be in a community of people who are committed to showing up and doing the work and finishing strong. Spaces are filling up really fast. So we need to move together, grow together, and hold each other accountable. We are not doing this without you. And so, if you want to be a part of this, please call the number, take a screenshot of the flyer, call the number there, or you can hit me on any of my social media. Just my name, Temisan Ujabo. Just find me, you find me. Send me a DM, or you can hit the academy on the all the numbers that have been displayed. You can find us on all social media platforms as well. The Isaac Walks Academy. Just search, you find, send us a DM. My final thoughts. In Hebrew 12, right? The writer of that book says, let us throw off everything that hinders and that the sin that so easily entangles. I'm using my own words, please forgive me, I'm paraphrasing. Let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and the perfecter of our faith. 2026 is set, the race has started. Run with perseverance. Do not run until you're tired. Do not run only when you feel like it, but run with perseverance. Run with Isaac Works Academy. Run steadily despite your problems, your difficulties, and your discouragement. Let 2026 be the year that you ran and you finished your race. Let 2026 be the year where you started and you didn't stop. You ran and you got to the finish line. Let this 2026 count for you. See you tomorrow, and thank you for listening. I hope that this truly encouraged you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to take the contacts on the screen, and I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful Monday. Stay refreshed, stay encouraged, and don't worry, all is going to be well. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.